Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Danganronpa. We got a class trial to do. This is the fourth video, not in a row. This is my first video of this recording session, but I think it's the fourth Danganronpa video in a row that I have just kind of started the video without doing an audio check. So I think it's been going well so far, but you know, I just want to throw that out there in case for some reason the last three sounded terrible. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation. They were gathered by the red door. Wow. It didn't hit me how little people were left until just now. Holy crap. As soon as we were all there.
Monokuma appears!
Two Monokumas. He's multiplied?
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma?
Whew.
Can we just get on the elevator?
Boy.
You're not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you. Okay, fine.
Hey!
Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the train, elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we? Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet. We'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins. I told you already I didn't do it for serious. That reminds me, do you ever find the other costume or the note? Well, no, but how unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey.
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right, let's get down there first, then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right, I have to do it. Can't let whoever killed Fumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the two that lost their lives. I hear some bonking in the background. One of us, someone right here, yeah. Final 8. Wow. Well, meant to click on Kyoko, but instead I clicked the elevator, so I guess we're moving on. Doors closed on their own. Seal box began to move. Dang. 8. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back until we settled all this. We couldn't go anywhere. So I made my prediction clear in the last video, but I'll just once more here. Hifumi, I don't think was dead when we thought he was dead. I think he was dead later, and I think he may have been the one that killed Taka, but then the person that, like, I guess convinced him to do it or something, killed him, realizing they couldn't get the bonus for the graduation because they weren't the one that actually did the killing, so then they killed instead. And my leading suspect for the convincer is probably Celeste, because she was the one orchestrating all the run here, let's go there, let's go here. Yeah, that's it. That's the prediction. Aoi was hopped in that suit real quick, but she may just be passionate. I don't know if it's Aoi's fault yet. Well, I see you gathered here like this. I realize how few there you are left. Yeah, dude, right? There's only 8.
Just the word.
Only because of you. Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other? What? You really hate me so much, but I'm so cute. He really is cute. Stop moving around and begin the trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm going to start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed last trial after the commercial break. That'd be a great time for me to end the video. It didn't just started. And so the curtain will open once again. Deadly judgment, deadly deception, deadly betrayal, deadly riddle, deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly clash trial. Yeah, I always want to save, dude. I'm big on saving. Set skills. Give me cool and composed. Should see what that does, I guess. Steadies your aim a little. Effective during the non-stop debate and Hangman's Gambit. All right, we've got everything we could have. Let's run through everything we have, shall we? The Monokuma file. A blue tarp with blood on it. The dolly has blood in the wheels. Hifumi's glasses were clean in the second location. One of the hammers in the hammer wall was very clean. The door to the repository was locked. There's a blood stain that looked like it was from tires, so this matches with this pretty easily. There was an anime cleaning cloth for glasses covered in blood in the trash in the nurse's office. Celeste's account of, you know, like helping Aoi go to the bathroom while the bias appeared. Ishiro's message to meet in the dining hall. The Robo Justice blueprints. The Robo Justice costume. Yasuhiro's account of where he was. A broken wristwatch. Scrap of paper in Taka's hand. The note that Hifumi had, and an e-handbook. That's what we got to work with. Let's do it to it. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Okay, why?
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with...
We already know who did it.
Ooh, Aoi, chiming in.
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
He seems very genuine about that.
Murdering mouth, murderer!
Come on, Jill.
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know.
This poor guy. Is Hiro really the killer, or before anything we have to take that clear? This is such a cool game. Yasuhiro's message.
Everything we found in your room.
Has nothing to do with nothing? That's less down. This speeds up.
They are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
Oh, I have no idea where to shoot this. Yeah, okay, I guess we'll bring it up when she says blueprints.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all...
Oh, F. What did I do? I pressed A? Oh, A shoots the... Okay,
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
That's a fair point.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on. I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
Yeah, Bakugan.
What?
Bakugan is such a neat character, dude. Like, 'cause he's a dick, but like, he's smart.
Who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
I don't know.
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit.
It's a mystery.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
I already am.
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
I don't feel confident that it was Hina. I have no evidence to support it being Hina. Do I? Can I? I can't, right? The Illuminati. Hero.
Other than Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never
Oh, thank
found
God,
any
I'm not
on the
crazy.
second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hero is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm not,
Just
dude. I
let
thought
Hero do it.
I thought I was taking a real shot in the dark by saying Hero after he said Hero.
Makes perfect sense. Hero was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
Okay.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What?
Interesting claim.
Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course.
He's gonna throw it to me,
Before
right?
we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Okay.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
Listen, you can boss me around any day of the week. He knows what's going
All
on.
things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
That's
It
easy.
would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
Correct.
Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Absolutely. Definitely the dolly, and I'm also confident Tarp was involved.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
Shh. What's with the attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we
Correct.
found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Correct.
It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body.
Yeah.
That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there.
Yep.
But when the body disappeared, so
So
did
did the dolly.
Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
And the bloody
In
wheel.
other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
I'm fairly confident.
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room.
Interesting
Is it not
points.
possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
Well, we got the
He's
stains.
raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway. We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Celeste, why you gotta be like this? Yeah, dude, I got it. Like, we got the stains. Bullet time battles? How do they keep adding things? Yeah, tell me about them. Let's talk about reloading. Starting with this next bullet time battle, we're gonna add one more ingredient to the recipe. On the bottom of the screen underneath the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. But from now on, you're locking on and pressing the Y button won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the X button. Just like locking on, you have to press the X button in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember that the X button has functions along with the A and Y buttons. Oh, it's a battle. Okay, all right. So I'm doing a bullet time battle. Okay, okay.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch.
This is rough.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. I cannot agree.
Yablow.
This should prove it.
Bro, those are so hard when the negative space comes up. Like it's having to remember the tempo. I do.
You're asking for proof that the dolly moved. I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Got him. Geez, Celeste really hate me that much?
Anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
Hit me with it, brother.
Back on how the body was transported.
Oh, because there's no
obvious.
wastes in the machine. So what? The suit is what I'm gonna be using here. Yep.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp,
Yep.
then loaded it onto the dolly
That's
and wheeled it off,
might be
right?
what I'm shooting.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, but even without a handle,
You could bend over and push it.
all you'd have to do is bend over.
Kablam!
No, that's wrong. You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
Yeah, Aoi herself was like, this thing doesn't have
What do you mean?
a bendy bit.
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I'm wise as a bat in here. You can't see my feet or anything. I was hard to be able to get in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
This is why she keeps asking questions. I think it was her.
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Yeah, one song, you can never take it off. Hero is not strong enough. You can't take it off by yourself.
I got it! I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember,
There's the clasp on the back. Yep. I didn't make the stupid thing. There's a clasp on the back keeping you from getting it off. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice to help them.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
if he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's
Great
right.
point.
So,
It's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
It's really, really true, Owie. I'm sorry.
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Okay.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
Because you're the
Besides,
worst.
Do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How'd you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo Justice, or that's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question.
Yeah, she manipulated Ifumi into doing a lot of bad stuff.
The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second.
Wait, I thought I was free.
Still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
Absolutely, Kyoko.
Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Great point.
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Maybe.
What a pain in the ass!
Listen, Jill, it's just how it goes down.
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Let's run through the events.
Maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
Great point.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened.
Let's do
I
it.
suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself.
Uh-huh.
We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up. So we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
8
And
a.m.
as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Uh-huh.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
Yep.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume.
Uh-huh.
As it turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi.
Uh-huh.
We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moved around the top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Yeah, you yelled out. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran up as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down to the hallway and disappeared.
and then...
Yoo-hoo! Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
At that point, we decided to divide up into
two groups.
Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office,
Mm-hmm.
while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead.
Yep.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
Correct. But...
I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room.
Uh-huh.
We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time.
Yeah, I think it's so nuanced that this game, like, the element of when 3 people discover a body, a little chime goes off, is something that's, like, mattering in a
Plus,
trial.
we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
Uh-huh.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the three of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
His body disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Yep.
And we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
Yep. And now Taka's body had disappeared.
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies.
Yep.
And after some time,
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository.
Yes.
Which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
Uh-huh.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It
Yes.
certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
I agree.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Yes, because I'm telling you, Hifumi murdered Taka, then Celeste killed Hifumi.
And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them.
Yes, let's
Now
do it.
then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Correct. In order to uncover the truth, I have to find them out no matter what. All right, what do we got? The watch? Not Monokuma File 3. Okay.
So, regarding Taka's death,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
Well, we got a time.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
what makes you say that?
We found him
Because of
second.
the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3,
Uh-huh.
while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Okay. Yeah,
So, regarding Taka's death,
Okay,
I wonder
I'm
if
okay with
perhaps
that
it was
claim.
after.
We already know what order they
So
were killed
not
in.
that.
Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh, I got hit by the
Hifumi was killed with
diversion.
Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death
Came from a swing.
See? So it's obvious Taka
Okay,
came
okay, yeah. My bad.
So,
I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It wasn't the numbering?
Shoot!
So, regarding Taka's death,
I wonder if he, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order
Is
they
it
were
that
killed in.
claim?
Taka came last.
Oh my god,
What
dude.
makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of.
It's true that he flew while Taka.
I mean, it literally has to be that first
So it's
claim.
obvious Taka came
But
after.
Jiminy Crickets.
so.
Yeah.
After,
We already know what order they were killed in.
No. Oh wait, this is that weird thing where I have to grab it. How do I do this again? I forgot about contradictions, dude. Wait. How do I? Hold down Y.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi,
Okay.
or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
Okay.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice.
Okay. Jeez, man. I was not ready for a contradiction. That caught me off guard.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything,
Yeah.
that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
Fair
So
point.
you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then. Let's see the proof.
The watch. I'm ready. I've got the watch. This guy's broken watch. I'm ready. Hangman's Gambit. Let's guess for the word watch. Wristwatch. Okay, I was like, that's a lot stronger than the word watch. So we're looking for an A. A. No, looking for an I, my bad. S. Now we're looking for a W. W, please. A. A. All right, C and H in that order. C, there we go. H, got him. Hangman's Gambit.
Now I understand.
I'm a genius. Big water sip.
Got it. Taka's wristwatch.
Uh-huh.
See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night...
Yep, his watch was working fine because he yelled at us about punctuality. Mm-hmm.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
Yep.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
Mm-hmm.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
Very
That
interesting.
simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
Yeah.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size.
Yep.
That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
Yeah, to a
That's
degree.
right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
What was that? Yeah, well, I was like, wait, Celeste was here. How'd she kill him? But this is a fake murder. This was the fake one.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
Mm-hmm.
Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
Uh-huh.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff
He's
up.
pretty good at like throwing out in
We
random
all
stuff.
have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream.
Except Hifumi wasn't dead
Since
when we
all of
heard him
us were there
scream.
Together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body.
Great point.
Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Uh-huh.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies.
Yep.
On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
Great point.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In
Uh-huh.
particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't.
It's because he
figure out
did
how
it.
to
He
explain
got
his
up and
body
walked
disappeared.
away.
And according to what Celeste said,
More than a minute or two. Yep.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Well,
Yeah.
what if I told you there was a way
There
to make
is
the
a way.
impossible possible?
It's because he did it.
How? If the dead body
Were to move itself. Yeah.
The dead body moved on its
Big
own?
freaking brain in here.
No.
I'm a genius.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
Yeah.
Alive?
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Big brain.
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That
It isn't possible.
It's very possible. The idea that Hifumi was still alive, is it really possible? Yeah, it is. Oh, this is a good mystery. Broken wristwatch.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
Okay.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us.
Uh-huh.
Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Okay.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay. Yep. Alright, so do I...
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
So do I just shoot
there's a chance
wristwatch?
he was actually still alive?
Yeah, that has nothing to do with anything.
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery
This is
announcement.
tough. I don't know if this is a
Hifumi's dead
contradiction
body
or not.
had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Try it. I missed. Alright, so my options...
Saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna just shoot. I'm going for the wristwatch play.
Hifumi's dead, and that is why the
Are we really so sure? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone
Fudge!
else's discovery.
I'm so bad at this game.
Shoot!
Because I knew it was a contradiction.
Are
Okay.
you saying that when we
So-
first
oh,
found
ignore that.
Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible.
Give me that.
Hifumi was dead.
Ugh, I'm
without a
low on
doubt.
hearts.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovered. Hifumi's dead, and that is why the
Are we really so sure? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
No way!
Shoot!
Oh no.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
Okay.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us.
Uh-huh.
Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's
We lose. We
discovery.
lost. Oh my god.
Shoot!
What happens now? We game over? Failed. I just get a big F. Oh no, what what is it would appear that one of the ones is Makoto. No.
Is this really the
Oh
end
my
for all of
God.
us?
Yes, please. I would like to give it another shot. In the next episode, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. I suck, apparently. Hopefully we can get around that mystery next time, but you'll have to wait till tomorrow. Thank you so much. See you then. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.